So, a few videos ago I showed you how to adjust the shift linkage, and we ran into an issue that didn't fix my Jeep. And now, June 12th is fast approaching. I think we're 3 days out to get this thing trail ready, and I only have 2-wheel drive, and I have 4-high, nothing else. So I ordered the Novak shifter cable conversion kit, and we're going to install it tonight. Let me show you guys what comes in the kit, and we'll go from there. So, you have your transmission tunnel, your bracket that bolts to the floor, and in place of the factory bracket. It'll sit in there. Sorry guys. It'll sit like this up against the floor. That's got like rubber insulators. Then in place of the shift linkage bracket, or the transfer case bracket, you've got this new unit. And then you've got your shift linkage here and a new cable. So that's what comes in the Novak kit. It's supposed to be pretty straightforward. I'm supposed to be able to do this without gutting my whole interior. I've already tried pulling the carpet up, and I can access these 4 bolts that are in the stock pan, or stock floor pan. So I'm going to crawl underneath the Jeep and see what we're looking at, and I'll show you guys what I see. So let me get down there, and we'll continue this. So here we have the shifter linkage, right here. Well, the T-case linkage, sorry guys. We're going to unbolt this nut here, take the linkage down. And as I move forward here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts holding this bracket on. And then, as we work our way, let's see if I get you guys up in here. Might not be able to do this, guys. It's kind of hard to see, but that's the reason I'm wearing orange gloves so you guys can see my hand. This linkage here, up at the shifter handle. So we're going to pop this out, unbolt this, and then undo these 4 bolts under the carpet, and the old Z linkage should come out. So let me get started on taking this apart, and we'll see what kind of trouble I can get into tonight, especially because I have to get up in the morning and go to work. So here is a better view of the XJ shift linkage. This mounts to your floor. This mounts to your transfer case. This connects to your T-case shifter, and this pushes into your shift handle. And you guys can see how this can get all cattywampus and jacked up. It's called a Z-bar linkage. They used to use it in clutches in some of the 60s era muscle cars and stuff, when they had mechanical clutches before they went to hydraulic stuff, and even upgraded, went to cable setups like on the 5.0 Mustangs. So this bracket is going to bolt into the T-case like so. 2 9/16 bolts. This is going to bolt to the floor. It's going to sit in there just like this. That comes with new hardware. And then this is going to mount right here to your floor shifter, and that's going to mount to your T-case. We'll get that up and installed. Right now I'm about half an hour into the job. I end up having to drop the drive shaft to get me a little more clearance. I'm not exactly a small person, so let me start mounting brackets up and we'll go from there. So here's the floor bracket installed. Right here. Now this is a pain in the butt to do by yourself. If you guys have help, get it. I highly recommend it. I found a way to wedge something up against this and the transmission to hold it up in place, get the 4 bolts in. You guys can see the new transfer case shift lever. And then I'm going to get my thing to squeeze. Right there is the new transfer case cable bracket. And you guys can see there's a new ball stud on the shift linkage from the floor. So now we're going to route the cable through all this and connect it. That's the next step. So far I'm about an hour and a half in. And that's with a couple struggles. If I had an extra hand, I might get more done. So let me get this cable routed and we'll go from there. Alright, so we got the cable installed. You can see up here, the cable goes to the shifter handle. And it looks like this. Trying to get you guys the best angle I can. So you can see there's the shifter linkage. And if I go up, you can see the cable. Now that's going to be easier just to do it this way, guys. Sorry for the odd angle. Here's the ball stud that mounts to the shifter handle. Now in the morning, sorry guys, I'm getting tired. I've been at this for almost 2.5 hours. So here's the linkage for the shifter handle, the linkage for the T-case. You guys can see the adjustments in the cable here and there. Now in the morning, I will put this thing in gear and try out the shifting. It seems to shift fine from in the cab. And before I get all of this, the drive shaft setup back in it, I want to make sure it functions. So I will load the drive shaft to my tools in the truck and take them to work. And do this on my lunch break, as long as it shifts out of the garage flawlessly. Right now where you should be in two-wheel drive, and your shifter handle should be in two-wheel drive. So I'll go up top and put the carpet back in it. I show you guys the 4 bolts that hold the bracket to the floor. Alright, here's what underneath the carpet. And you guys can see the 2 Allen head bolts here. There's 2 more back here to hold that bracket in. I neglected to show you guys what I did with the carpet. So you guys can see I just peeled it up enough to get my hands in there. So we'll put this back down and you won't ever be able to tell it's touched. Here it is all buttoned up. And then if you guys look at the shifter key setup, get in here. You can at least run it through the paces. Shift this and turn this on. Shift to neutral. You guys watch the dash. Let me get the light off, you guys. So that's neutral. There's 4 high. Neutral. Now it's locked into. We'll know for sure when we actually go run it tomorrow. Seems to be locking in everything. So we could try this without the front drive shaft. It'll still act like it has a low range. Come morning before I leave for work, I'll check that out. I am exhausted, guys. I'm going to put this up for the night, and we'll continue this video tomorrow with the drive shaft going back in it once I know it all works. Alright, y'all. I know it's my favorite saying. So I'm on lunch. Figured I'd show you guys in the daylight what we're looking at. You guys can see the shift linkage. Where's it? Right here for the shifter. Down here for the T-case. The bracket that I was trying to show you guys last night in the dark. And then trans bracket, which is kind of easy. It's right there. Now, you put this, you get this located how you need it. Right here. You want to start with your threads about halfway through the sleeve. Then you loop it. Make sure you clear your shift linkage here and go back through here. Here you're going to be at about a halfway through as well. And then you adjust this to fit the linkage here. And then you put a pin in it, caught a pin, good. I didn't have any issues this morning. 4 high, 4 low, 2-wheel drive all worked. So what I'm going to do is put the drive shaft back in it now that I got some time, and we'll test it out. Alright, y'all, so drive shaft's in. We're going to do a little four-wheel drive test, make sure everything works right. I'm going to do a flex test as well, so that way it pushes it. So let me get to the spot I need to be at and we'll do this, and we'll make sure four-wheel drive works. So we're in 2 high right now, 2-wheel drive basically. Let's shift this up into 4. Oop, that was neutral. There's 4. High. I'm gonna go neutral. And we're gonna go 4 low. Now let's see how this thing flexes. Last time we couldn't make it all the way up this, and this is about 24 to 25 inches tall. It's amazing the difference 4 low makes. So let's get an outside view and see what you guys think. Well guys, I guess we'll call that a success. Seems to be working pretty good. 4 low, 4 high, and we got a hell of a lot higher than we did last time. So thanks for watching, y'all, and God bless.